Hey everybody, Ace Liam here and welcome to another episode of Form Fight. Form Fight is a series where we take a look at a Pokemon with more than one form, or a branched evolution, or a counterpart Pokemon. We have a look at the differences between the Pokemon in question and we try and work out which one is the best. And so we can see these Pokemon in action on the battlefield. We also have a metronome battle between them just for a little bit of fun. If you're already a fan of Form Fight and you're ready for more, make sure you hit the like button to show you're enjoying this series, and of course hit the subscribe button if you're new so you never miss an episode. With all that out the way, let's take a look at today's challenger. Today we're going to be comparing the two forms of Houndoom, which are Houndoom and Mega Houndoom. Now when you have a Houndoom in your party, it will always be in its regular form. However, a Houndoom holding Houndoominite will be able to Mega Evolve into Mega Houndoom during a battle and will remain that way for the entirety of that battle. But what makes these two forms of Houndoom so different? Let's take a look. According to the Pokédex, Houndoom stands at 1.4 meters tall and weighs 35 kilograms. Its Pokédex information says they spew flames mixed with poison to finish off their opponent. They divvy up their prey evenly among the members of their pack. Identifiable by its eerie howls, people a long time ago thought it was the Grim Reaper and feared it. As for Mega Houndoom, it stands at 1.9 meters tall and weighs 49.5 kilograms. Its Pokédex information says its red claws and the tips of its tail are melting from high internal temperatures that are painful to Houndoom itself. Houndoom's entire body generates heat when it Mega Evolves. Its fearsome fiery breath turns its opponents to ash. Appearance-wise, both forms of Houndoom look like oversized Dobermans, with regular Houndoom having bony-looking horns and bony rings along its back. And Mega Houndoom also has these features, but with more bony armor across its chest and much more prominent horns. In their shiny forms, both forms of Houndoom exchange their black fur for blue fur, and regular Houndoom's snout and underbelly change from orange to cream, whereas Mega Houndoom's change from orange to more orange. Now let's take a look at their typing, weaknesses, and resistances. Both forms of Houndoom are dual-type Dark and Fire Pokemon. This makes them both weak to fighting, ground, rock, and water-type moves. They both resist Ghost, Steel, Fire, Grass, Ice, and Dark-type attacks, and both are completely immune to Psychic-type moves. Now let's take a look at their stats and abilities. Houndoom is a quick Pokemon with a decent physical attack stat and an even greater special attack stat. It has above average HP and special defense, but is very fragile when it comes to physical defense. Its primary ability is Early Bird, which causes Houndoom to wake up twice as quickly from sleep. Of course, when your Pokemon's asleep, you want it to wake up ASAP, but having to use an ability slot on the off chance that your Pokemon will be put to sleep does feel like a bit of a waste in my opinion. Its secondary ability is Flash Fire, which powers up Houndoom's Fire-type moves if it's hit with a Fire-type move. For me, this is way too specific. It's unlikely that, unless you're very clever with your switches, that someone will hit a Fire-type move on Houndoom. And even then, it powers up Fire-type moves, which your opponent will try their best to avoid taking from a Houndoom. Its hidden ability is Unnerve, which makes opponents too nervous to eat held berries, which is a fantastic ability to have. So many strategies rely on held berries to restore HP, raise stats, or protect against super effective moves, and preventing those berries from activating is a definite difference maker. As for Mega Houndoom, it builds on Houndoom's stats by raising the defense and special defense and making them equal, meaning Mega Houndoom can take hits from various different types of opponents, as well as increasing its speed and special attack to formidable levels. Its only ability is Solar Power, which increases Mega Houndoom's special attack by 50% during harsh sunlight, in exchange for it losing an eighth of its HP each turn. Not gonna lie, I hate it. In the time it takes to set up Sunlight if you don't have a Drought Pokemon on your team, you could have just used Nasty Plot and got a 100% increase in special attack, without limiting yourself to 8 turns of action. Yeah. Now it's time for me to decide which of the two forms of Houndoom is my favourite, and honestly, I'm gonna go with the normal this time, and I don't often do that, I don't think. With me, the Mega Evolution is a little bit over-designed. It looks cool, I'll give you that, but I just think, compared to regular Houndoom, like, regular Houndoom's a pretty perfect Pokemon design, and then Mega Houndoom is just a bit like, it just looks like it's wearing one of those American football, I don't know what you call them, because when we play sports over here, we don't have big protective padding things, because we must like concussions or... What was that? I don't really know what the American shoulder pad things are. Someone let me know in the comments below. I just think Mega Houndoom's a little bit too over-designed, and I don't like its ability at all. Like, granted, it has more firepower, it's faster, I get that, but I just don't like Solar Power. Like, of all abilities, I know obviously any other time in battle it won't activate, it's only when Sunny Day is used, but then when Sunny Day is used to actually make your ability worthwhile, it sucks because you're losing your health each turn, and you're not exactly the strongest Pokemon out there. You've got some bulk, but there's plenty of Pokemon that can knock out a Mega Houndoom pretty easily in a couple of hits. prefer regular Houndoom, I guess, and I prefer it with the Unnerve ability, personally. But of course, it's not just up to me. It's up to you guys to decide which is your favourite. Before you do, it's time to see these Pokemon in action on the battlefield. It's time for the Metronome battle. Before we get started, I will point out these Pokemon have max IVs in all stats, 0 EVs in all stats. They're not holding any items. They've got neutral natures. They've got their hidden abilities, although that doesn't really apply to Mega Houndoom because it only has one ability. But it means regular Houndoom has Unnerve, which isn't really going to make a difference in battle anyway, I guess. They're the same typing. The only advantage or disadvantage any of these Pokemon gets comes from their base stats. Everything else is all up to the Metronome. Let's go. I did the point thing too early, did you notice? Here we go, Houndoom versus Mega Houndoom. The gates of hell have opened up and allowed us to play with the puppies. Ain't that lovely? Thank you, Satan, I guess. Let's do this. Mega Houndoom and regular Houndoom. Unnerve, of course, is going to have absolutely no effect in this battle because nobody's holding any berries, but great job anyway to the Houndoom team. The Mega team is the faster of the two, so they will start things off. Shiny Mega Houndoom is going to go for Reflect type, so surprisingly, going to change itself from a Dark and Fire type to a Dark and Fire type. Who'd have thought? What a great strategy. Here we go with a regular Mega. Can it do something equally as wonderful? Going to go for Razor Leaf. That won't be very effective, but is going to do a little bit of chip damage to each of the regular Houndoom there. Shiny Houndoom is going to follow up. What will it do here? Going to go for Fake Tears and lower the attack. No, not the attack stat, the special defense stat, I should say. There it is, special defense by 2 stages on that the regular Mega there. Regular Houndoom follows up with Scold. Is it going to be on the regular Mega there? Oh my goodness, that's massive damage. Half of Shiny Mega Houndoom's max HP. You've got to think that would have killed the regular Mega possibly in one turn with that -2 special defense. Here is Shiny Mega going, sod this, I'm out. It goes for self-destruct. Oh my goodness. Risking damaging its partner, does massive damage to his partner, but huge damage to both the opposing Houndoom there because of their lower defense stats. My goodness, this is a great position to be in if you are Mega Houndoom right now, even with your fallen comrade. Goes for Defend Order, raising its defense and special defense even more, just making sure that these regular Houndoom can't put a dent in it. What a great play there. Will it come back to bite them? I guess we'll find out. Here is Shiny regular Houndoom going for Grass Pledge. That will not do very much damage at all, although it does more damage than you'd expect because of the -2 special defense, although it's only -1 special defense now. Let's remember that because of that Defend Order. Here's a tackle though from the regular Houndoom onto regular Mega, not doing much damage at all there. What will the Mega do to follow up on this? It's got to start mounting some kind of offense at this point. Goes for Swords Dance. I guess it's getting ready. Goes for the +2 attack, getting ready to take advantage of the lower defense stat that the regular Houndoom team has compared to the Mega. What will regular Houndoom do here? It's going to go for Heart Swap and steal the stat changes. That's amazing. So now that's at +2 attack, although it will be technically +1 defense and also -1 special defense, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Here's Sparkling Aria, though, from the Shiny Mega Houndoom, Shiny regular Houndoom, I should say, hitting everybody on the field, taking down the Mega and taking down its partner. Kind of looks like a water type in blue, I guess. Wow, so it's Houndoom that's taking it. Critical hit on the Mega. The Mega was never going to survive that Sparkling Aria. Down it goes. Sparkling Aria is meant to put Burns out and literally put out the fire that is Mega Houndoom. So well done, regular Houndoom team. So you've heard what I've got to say, you've seen these Pokemon on the battlefield, now it's time for you to make your decision. Which of the 2 forms of Houndoom do you prefer? Is it Houndoom or Mega Houndoom? Let me know in the comments and explain to everybody why your pick is the absolute best. And that's where I'm going to leave this episode of Form Fight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you're a fan of the channel and you'd like to support it, like these lovely people down here do, please pledge to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/AceTrainerLiam. And for live streams 5 days a week, head over to twitch.tv/AceTrainerLiam. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.